Hey there, Internet, and welcome back to Sweet Views at your side. I didn't have any difficulties at all starting this episode. We walk toward the next game in silence. Oh no, because probably everybody's thinking about the words we were given by Count Hogstein. About a traitor in our midst. I guess they're all nervous too.
さあ、気持ちを入れ替えていきましょう。それで、今日のアトラクションは一体どんなゲームが元になっているのですか?
You said spirits. He clapped his hands together as he spoke and looked around smiling. Good on you, Arabe. You know, trying to raise our spirits.
確か血まみれホスピタルだったか?
Oh, good.
血まみれホスピタル。日本の片田舎にある廃病院を舞台にしたホラーアドベンチャー。
Is this the part where I say that I'm not very good at survival horror? I mean, I even tried BioShock and I couldn't get past it.
懐中電灯を片手に廃病院内を探索して徘徊するゾンビに見つからないように脱出するのが目的。
I have something known as thalassophobia, which is fear of the ocean.
通常のライフとは別に恐怖ゲージっていうのがあって、それがマックスになるとゲームオーバーになるのが特徴なんだ。
So playing a game that takes place completely underwater is really hard for me.
ホラーゲーム?
You and me both, Wakasa.
そいつは面白そうじゃないか。無事級アイランドの戦慄ラビリンスが確かそんなやつだったな。
Mustard Clinic?
それロケで行ったことある。
Oh good, then you can tell us all about this one.
マジで? あれすげえ面白いよな。
Something about Wakasa's face tells me that it wasn't.
お前詳しいな。
The secret's out, Mitarashi.
別に俺が言ったわけじゃねえよ。ただ俺はああいうの女が好きだろ。だから職業からだな。
Totally tsundere amusement park otaku over here. I was trying to think of the Japanese word for amusement park and I had it right before I said things. UNG.
どうしよう。僕怖いのは本当にダメなんだけど。
Tsundere UNG otaku. Gotcha. Alright. Well, at least it looked like we'd know a little about the attraction before going into it. Doesn't make it better. I'm worried about the traitor, though. Alright, we can't be all giggles about this. We have a traitor amongst us, and we need to find out who it is. Or we don't, you know, and he's just fooling with us. I couldn't focus on the game we'd be playing. What if one of us was working for the pig? I sighed and looked around. What was that?
どうかしたのか?
I saw something small and conspicuous. I thought I saw someone move in the shadows over there.
どこだ? 誰もいないが。
Yeah, well... Huh...
大方黒子ってところじゃねえか?
I doubt it. It was 3 feet tall and eating a piece of candy, kind of like reporter over there.
もしくは何か見間違いかもしれんな。侵入者がいればワルドブーが黙っているはずがなかろうよ。
In fact, looks suspiciously like you, except small and adorable. You're not small and adorable. I hate to say it, but you're not. It had looked too small to be a piglet. Perhaps I was just seeing things. Perhaps the hospital's playing mind games with you. Oh, goody! This looks great. The blood-stained hospital was a strange building with a giant needle stuck into it. I want to know the logistics about getting that to stay up. Don't worry, Wakasa. I'm here for you. I could see the blood drain out of Wakasa's face, if he wasn't pale enough already. I guess he wasn't kidding about not being good with scary stuff. Don't worry, Wakasa. I'm not either. Felt a little sorry for him, but we didn't exactly have a choice. If you weren't a terrorist, I would really appreciate your voice work. You're not even going to tell us what the secret is? How are we supposed to find a secret if we don't know what it is? His forced cheerfulness contrasted especially strangely with the creepy appearance of the hospital. In fact, it made it even scarier.
ひとまず中に入るしかないようですね。
Seems to be so.
あ、では行くぞ。
I'm on it. No sooner had we approached the entrance than we encountered our first obstacle. There were 3 huge doors instead of a single one. So, can we just enter whichever one we want?
待て。扉の上に何か文字が彫られている。
Tell me, tell me!
ああれは英語か？いや違うな。
Oh, I recognize that word. He's asking if it's English, because he can't read it.
どうやらラテン語のようだな。この扉を通る者は一切の希望を捨てよう。
Huh, the Inferno, right? You know Italian? I could have sworn he said Latin. I stared at him incredulously.
地獄門。ダンテの新曲か。
Who's a trivia wizard now? He smiled knowingly and tapped his forehead. Again. You could do a little drinking game with this game. Every time he taps his forehead or some other mannerism that somebody does, you take a drink. That was when I realized what was really behind the grim feelings I'd been experiencing. It would really suck if a traitor destroyed the team we've built, even if we have only known each other for 2 days. But if we lost even one person, we'd be in real trouble. Each attraction so far has needed every single one of us in some way.
おい、大丈夫か？
Not even a little bit. Oh yeah, sorry. I just kind of spaced out for a minute, like the 5th time in this episode. So, well, not this episode, this chapter. My bad. So, what should we do?
ああ、全員で固まって進んだ場合、その扉が間違いだった時の時間のロスが怖い。3組に分かれて進むのがいいだろう。
What kind of Scooby-Doo shenanigans are those?
確かにそれが一番かもな。で、例によって組み分けだけど、どうするよ。
I see your reality and I object and assert my own.
俺は誰とでも構わんよ。
Like, their logic makes sense, but what good is gonna come of us splitting up in a terror-filled funhouse?
ああ、俺もだ。
Listen to me.
僕だって誰とでも構わないよ。別にこんなの作り物でしょ。怖くないし。
Adorable Tsuntsun Wakasa.
私も誰とでも構いません。
Okay, I want to pair with Urabe, because he's like calm and level-headed. Mitarashi's face broke into a wide grin, and I could almost see the gears spinning up in his head. Wait, what's he planning? This seems suspicious. Oh no!
おい、目押し。俺と一緒に行こうぜ。
You leave Miyoshi alone!
僕と
I mean, I know he's popular and everything, but
いいだろう。どうせ誰かと組まなきゃなんねんだしよ。
your voice is creeping me out. Miyoshi didn't seem particularly thrilled. I wonder why.
別に構わないが、お前はまたどうして彼と一緒に行きたいんだ。
Because they're apparently besties.
別になんでもねえよ。
You know that just makes you look more suspicious, right?
怪しいな。何か隠していないか。
And when a cop is saying you're suspicious, you'd better listen to him.
んだよ。つべこべ言わずに、とっとと組み分けしろっての。
I object too. I could see another, possibly real fight brewing when Miyoshi finally spoke.
絶対に嫌だ。昨日みたいに質問攻めにされたくない。
Oh. Wait, what?
バカ、言うなよ。
So that's your game.
どういうことだ
Mitarashi's apparently geeking out over something, and it's adorable. Suddenly, all eyes were on Mitarashi. He chewed at his cheek for several long seconds before finally conceding.
こいつにいろいろ聞いてたんだよ。
About video games, right? Like what?
俺は決まってんだろ。こいつめちゃめちゃゲームに詳しいし。
Nah, you're gonna turn into a nerd yourself if you're not careful.
なんつうか、興味が湧いたんだよ。アトラクションの元になってるゲームのことがよ。
What stuff?
どういうゲーム機で遊べるのか、値段はいくらぐらいなのか、そしてそれぞれの細かいセールスポイントまで聞かれた。
Wow, you're doing some pretty in-depth research there.
買い物は下調べしてからって言うじゃないか。
Yay! Welcome to the fold, Mitarashi.
僕はネットの検索エンジンじゃない。
You certainly are not.
しかもあまりにもしつこいからうんざりして部屋に避難したのに、その後電話までかけてこられた。
Poor little antisocial Miyoshi.
うんざりってお前な。
So that's what that phone call was about.
なるほどひとまず理解した
Oh, good. Shido is less suspicious? More? Can't tell. But at least we know what that phone call was about, and we don't have to suspect Mitarashi of being a traitor. Let out a silent sigh of relief. This meant that Mitarashi wasn't a traitor. Well, I wouldn't call that indisputable proof, but it sure is helpful. But I still don't have anything that clears Shirabe. I glanced over at him while everyone was busy teasing Mitarashi, but he looked just like he always did. Totally unconcerned.
ま、とりあえず話を戻すが、ここはひとまず大人である俺、そして指導、浦部は別れた方がいいだろうな。
Excuse me? The adults?
確かにその通りだな
I'm an adult.
おいおいおい。大人組にどうして俺が入ってないわけ？
You never were one to begin with. Shido simply ignored Mitarashi's protests and rattled off the group assignments.
俺と目押しコータ調べ歩と若さとはそして浦部君まろとみたらし流星で3組そして稲船咲お前は
I thank you for protecting Miyoshi. Yes?
お前は俺が守ってやるよ。今までも体張って守ってやってただろ。
Oh, okay.
いやみたらし流星は信用ならないここは刑事であるこの俺が適任だろう
Okay.
ちょっと待ってよ僕と一緒が一番じゃないほら調べさんも一緒だしさ
That's a great selling point.
それに人数が多い方が怖くなくていいからさ
Aw, you're breaking my heart. You're so adorable. At least his motives were pretty clear. What should I do? It felt nice to be wanted, but I still had to make a choice.
まあまあ、ここは一つ彼女に選択を委ねましょう。
Thank you, Urabe. You are helpful. I silently thanked him. More desperate pleas were not what I needed. But what am I going to do? We have 3 choices here. To go with 2 of our friendly men. Mitarashi and Urabe, Shirabe and Wakasa, or Shido and Miyoshi. So, you get to make the decision at this point. So, we will probably pick this up next time. Actually, we will definitely pick this up next time. So until then, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon.